Well, we're taking a trip now to the land of poets, musicians, artists, and pubs, but we're not leaving the Central Valley. CenterStage Clovis is bringing the Emerald Isle to us with its latest production titled Once. Here now from CenterStage Clovis is Amy Cross and Darren Tharp, actually the director of Once. So thank you guys so much for being here. I have actually myself been to Ireland, so I'm excited for this production. Tell me about the production Once and what's it about. And it's a musical, right?
Yes, it is a musical.
Yeah, so Once it's a beautiful story that takes place in Dublin, Ireland. It was once a movie first. It was back in 2007, and then later on Broadway took it and adapted it to a musical and won some Tonys back in 2011.
Okay.
So yeah, it takes a journey of a street busker that starts out in a very dark part of his life. He's lost his love interest and he's losing his desire to continue on with his music. And the first song, he leaves his guitar on the stage and was going to walk away from it until he meets Girl, and their actual names in the show is Guy and Girl.
Oh, funny.
And so Girl is a Czechoslovakian immigrant that came to Dublin, Ireland, and she is also going through her life issues, and she encourages him. She is the spark that gets him to come back to his music and continue to move forward with his dreams. And then the other cast of characters that they meet along the way, other street buskers and musicians, they create an album together. And so the moral of the story is to not give up on your dreams and to continue in how music can interconnect all of us together.
Well, I like this idea of going to Ireland to have this musical and sort of using their musical culture and sort of having that wrap itself around this musical, because I've been there and music is a really big part of it, but it definitely has its own tune and its own flavor. So why did you guys choose Once as this year's musical?
Well, we came off of All Is Calm. It was our last production and it was extremely challenging. It brought together 13?
Yes.
13 men on stage, all a cappella.
A tale of love, dreams, and the incredible power of music
that the Central Valley has. And so what's really unique about Once is that all of the actors are singing, dancing, acting, and playing their own instruments on stage. So we have 23 different performers on stage playing different instruments and bringing that music to life.
That is incredible. So anybody who watches this show knows that I was taking guitar lessons for a while. And okay, not only is playing an instrument really hard, singing while you're playing an instrument, you wouldn't think that it would be that difficult, but it's incredibly hard. You don't really get there until you've kind of mastered the instrument. And they're also dancing at the same time.
And then they have to act.
And they're acting
with their different accents. Half the group is Czech, the other half is Irish. So the whole show, they're in some sort of an accent on top of all of the other things that they're doing.
So we're occupying a lot of our brain while our actors are on stage. So it's probably a really cool thing to see, especially for you guys because you're behind the scenes, so you know how much work it's taken. All right, the production is taking place. No, there's something special happening on October 12th at that 7:30 show. What's happening?
It is our Honoring Our Heroes night. We try to do this every year. Last year we were able to do a Veterans Night. This year we extended it to first responders and active duty. So tickets for them on Thursday the 12th are $5, and it's for the active duty, the veteran, or the first responder and their whole families. So we want to make sure that they know that.
I love this. It's such a great night out to
way to say thank you.
And people who are in community theater love community theater. You don't get people to join community theater that are like, yeah, it's just whatever. Yeah. They love it. Yeah. And it's really cool to see that come through their characters and through their acting. All right, how much does it cost you guys to produce a musical?
That's a big question. Musicals are very expensive. A lot of the public and the general public don't really realize everything that goes into putting on a musical.
Yeah.
So for instance, this current production is, going to be landing around that $45,000
Oh my
range.
goodness.
Just to put on a musical for 8 shows and everything. So there's a lot of funding that is required. We're nonprofit.
Yes.
So we solely depend on our community and tickets and all those types of things to continue to keep the arts alive and moving it forward in our valley.
It's such an important, even if you're not into drama, you're not into theater, it is really important to have a meeting space for people who are artistic, to have that outlet, and to bring people in who maybe aren't as involved in it, to showcase, you know, what we can do here in Clovis. So when can we get tickets? When is the showing? Where can we catch it?
So we have 4 more performances this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have 7:30 p.m. shows and a 2 p.m. show, and they can get all their tickets at CenterStageClovis.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Do we tell the director break a leg? I can tell you break a leg, right?
Sure.
Well, good luck as you close out this production. We will have all the information about tickets and showtimes online. Amy and Darren, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us.
Dreams and the incredible power of music. Get ready for a theatrical experience like no other, where every note is a heartbeat and every song is a story. Follow their journey as they discover that sometimes all you need is a song to change your life. Once the Musical is an unforgettable experience coming to the Clovis Veterans Memorial District, running from October 5th through October 14th. Get your tickets today at CenterStageClovis.com.